EA Sports, it's in the game. Boom! They put a big hit on him, and he lets it fall out of his hand.
Welcome back, everybody, to FedEx Field, just outside of our nation's capital. We're in the first quarter of play, and it's the Eagles in control of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Ready, break!
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts, quick slant to Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted last week, they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yards that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So 2 there. 2nd down. They'll try to run with Sanders. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard on the two. Two straight shots on the ground.
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you're running twice. I think the second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. After 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Second down throw for Howell. Caught by Cobb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly trying to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kentavious Street. Credit him with a sack as he battles him for a loss of 10.
That was a pass was made there. Totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders, and he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. That time on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So here is Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down here. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Powell, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Third and long, here's Howell. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be ringed out of bounds down inside the 25. A huge play there for Washington. 49 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I'm sure they have to look at the timing as well.
So what am I going to say? Defense. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Hurts fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he carries this one past the midfield, striding into commanded territory. Yeah, only 3 there, so it leads him to 3rd and 7.
Hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. After that last run, it's going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Returnable now for Allen. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
And Howe will throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Cobb goes in motion left. Play action. It's Howe. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll go play action. Howell. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40. Pick up of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him. Losing
don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Second down, Howell back to pass. Over the middle, complete. It's Cobb. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. In motion left is Cobb. Faking the handoff, Howell. And that'll be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On second down, a run with Gibson. They find some open field here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? He has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On first down, Howell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Howell. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll run with Gibson, but he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. First down, Howell to throw. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Hurts. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Sack.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
To try again after the sack. Hurts. And the pressure gets to him again. Chase Young racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So easy analysis of they're struggling so far. They keep putting themselves in third situations. They just take another sack right there.
Offensive film session. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Now back to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over again. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Out of the air on 1st and 10. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Powell. This is Cooper to catch right side. And they'll get it up just short of the at the 44. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Howell got a man. It's Brown. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Howell down to throw it. Complete, it's Dodson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
It's Howell with another throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kaiser White. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. The Eagles on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's going to drop this down to Sanders, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back, but how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a fourth down?
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Called out a very strong. Straight ahead, Gibson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Gibson again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Get back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Myers get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Tries to last play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
You know, we had the same conversation. A lot of people were surprised that he was available and they let him go, and now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
Hurts. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Okay, break.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Eluding the pressure. Hurts fumbles it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Howell. He's got him in, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. from the gun. This is caught. It's Brown. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands you're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Powell, 3rd and goal. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This to make it a 3-score game late. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think. Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach a blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage. Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Under pressure, they got him again. Eagles going to take the first of the times. Just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. The Commanders' offense set to take over. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No. What a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.